Welcome back to another transfer video for Manchester United. Now, there hasn't really been a lot of rumours and talk going around the last few days regarding new transfer news to Manchester United. It is basically the same few players that have been linked with a move to Manchester United, the Kieran Trippiers and the Jadon Sanchos. But in the last few hours today and last night, there seems to be a bigger update on regards to Jadon Sancho coming to Manchester United. That seems to be the one that seems to be progressing now for Manchester United, and it's looking a bit like a deal could be struck with Dortmund over the next couple of weeks for Manchester United. But I'm not getting too ahead of myself because it could still collapse for Manchester United. Now, all the top journalists and top papers are reporting that Manchester United have had a bid rejected today for Jadon Sancho, but personal terms were agreed for the player, which we thought they were agreed last season for the player. So that's not really anything new for Manchester United, and it does look like the deal there is for a 5-year contract worth 350 grand a week, which equals to £13 million per year, which is a fucking staggering lot of money for Jadon Sancho. But he's 21 years of age, a great talent for Manchester United, and will definitely fucking improve Manchester United's team. So definitely good business for Manchester United, even though the wages will be higher. But it does look like he's willing and wants to come to Manchester United. But Manchester United's problem is being structurally the deal. Obviously, most fucking clubs don't outlay a shit ton of money in one hit when buying a transfer like this, when it's going to be 80, 90 plus million. Most people structure the deal and do it in payments of add-ons over a few years, and Manchester United want to pay big chunks of it in over 5 years and structure it, but Dortmund want it down to over a 4-year deal, something like that. So there is still work to be done on this deal to get done, and obviously Manchester United, I think they're around 20 million away from Dortmund's asking price, but I think Manchester United now are getting closer to getting this deal done. It does seem like, from the likes of a lot of people out there, Romario and a lot of other people are saying that this deal is getting closer to being done. Simon Stone is a very credible journalist. He's coming out and saying about it basically all this news. So a lot of the top papers and top journalists are coming out with this news. So I do believe that it is getting closer to being done for Manchester United, which is great to see if it does get done earlier this time. And it does look like Manchester United are going to knock some money off this transfer fee from last season of what it would have been. But I think Dortmund knew last season that they weren't going to get nowhere near what they asked for. And when you're going in to sell a player, because we knew Dortmund were willing to sell him this summer. They didn't really want to sell him last summer unless that huge big offer come in. They wanted one more season out of him, and then they were willing to let him go for a little bit less. So they got one more season out of him, which basically paid, helping them qualify for the Champions League, basically paid that 20 million or whatever loss that they're going to lose on Jadon Sancho this summer. They've made back up in revenue from qualifying for the Champions League. So overall, it's not been too fucking bad for Dortmund either, and they knew that they were never going to get the amount of money that they were asking for last season. And we're kind of, I think, going to meet in the middle of around 80 to, I think it's about 90 million euros, is it? Some add-ons and shit, whatever not. So it does look like it is in the final stages for me this time around. I'm confident this time around that it's going to happen. I think I was probably quite confident last summer. I can't remember how confident I was, but I think I was fairly confident that a deal could get done for Manchester United, and the deal was there to be done last season. We've done the same video talking about this Sancho move time and time again. Last season I was talking about it so many times, and I was basically saying that if Manchester United just paid the fucking money that Dortmund want, we'd get the player. The deadline passed and we didn't get the player. This deadline again this time around, but Manchester United are a lot further ahead in getting Jadon Sancho this time around than we were last time. I mean, the transfer window's only just opened yesterday, and it does seem like the deal is close to being completed in my opinion. And with the Euros going ahead, that is crazy to think, but it will probably come out sometime when the Euros is on. I reckon it will come out and say Manchester United have signed Jadon Sancho on a 5-year contract, barring a medical after the European Championships and all that malarkey. a deal in principle. So I don't think the actual deal will get finalised till after then, but it will get probably confirmed before the Euros is over, I think, because we don't want it to drag on and on. And ideally, I think Jadon Sancho himself wanted it done before the Euros started, but it wasn't really to be that it was going to get done that quick, because a big transfer like this can take fucking ages. But we have seen other clubs sign players. Liverpool signed a centre half before the summer transfer window even opened. You sign the player, agree a deal for the player with the club, and then it's just subject to a medical and all that malarkey afterwards. So it's good news to see that this could be finally done, because Manchester United can then move forward in pursuing other options. I know we want to look into getting another right back. I think that should be on the back burner, and I'm not too. I'm not really bothered if Manchester United do sign Kieran Trippier or not, because he's only going to be a backup. So I wouldn't go all out and get him until we've got the other areas that Manchester United want to strengthen, which is first team fucking players. Get in the first team fucking players first, and then worry about bringing in backup players. Because last season we wasted all that money on Telles coming in as a backup. We could have spent that money towards Jadon Sancho. We bought Palestri in as well. That was two players that did fuck all for Manchester United pretty much last season. Didn't help us in any way, shape or form in the success of progression last season, and we ended up losing out on Sancho. So hopefully this time around we can get the first team signings in first, then worry about bringing in squad players. I don't mind after you top it up after you've got the first team ready players in that Manchester United need now. The defensive midfielder, obviously the right winger in Jadon Sancho, and the centre half. They're the three main areas that Manchester United need to strengthen. Get them in fucking first, then worry about signing a backup right back for Manchester United. But anyway, there's not really a lot of other transfer news going on at this moment in time. It's just the same Varane and people like that. So, but it does look like personal terms have been agreed like they were last summer. It is a bit like last summer, so I can see why people are cagey on this signing at this moment in time, maybe potentially not happening, but I do think it is further ahead. The report is 350 grand a week, so it does look like a huge amount of money, but he is a good player. He's 21 years of age, so we could have 6-7 years out of him, and if he's smashing it and wants to move on, or we want to keep him on and sign him onto a new deal, then we can. So it's good. It's good for Manchester United. If he's no longer good enough for Manchester United in 5 or 6 years' time, then Manchester United can sell him and still make some money. We could still probably get 50-60 million. We'd have had the best years out of the geezer. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Anyway, do you finally think that this transfer will get done? Smash that like button if you think it will get done. Share the video if you're watching it on Facebook, and do hit the subscribe button if you're watching this on YouTube. And I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.